What's good, ladies and gentlemen? So in today's video we are going to be reacting to reviews of Dragon Ball Legends. Now I'm interested to see what people are gonna complain about. I feel like it's gonna be very generic things. It's gonna be the shafts, it's gonna be the rates of banners in the game, it's probably gonna be stuff maybe related to PvP, maybe infinite combos kind of characters, that sort of thing. That's pretty much what I think that's gonna complain about, and also there not being enough ways to get CC. People just want to summon infinitely, that's just how it is. But yeah, anyway, again, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, it's absolutely free at the end of the day. So let's open up the reviews. I'm gonna go over a couple. I'm gonna scroll quite a bit down because I have looked through some of these just to get like a warm-up and just to see. So yeah, all right, let's start off over here. Okay, let's start off with Mr. Space. This was recent as well. This was like the end of last year. The game had great potential in the past, but as of now the game is so bad in PvP. The only reason you play, that's not the only reason you play though. Okay, there is something called PvE content, just saying. I cannot recommend anyone play this game. Spending money in this game is pointless unless you drop 1,000 a month. Oh, whoa, buddy. Okay, again, it's a gacha game. You could get lucky. That's the thing. If you get unlucky, it is what it is. If you get lucky, then you won't complain about anything. It's just how it is. That's a gacha game. Alright, that is pretty much the definition of a gacha game. Alright, the game doesn't even recognize the inputs the game teaches you. I feel like you're just not doing it right, but you know, again, some phones might also lag to a point. But yeah, yeah. At first the game feels very generous for the amount of CC you get, which is the game's premium currency. There was the whole story mode, old and new events, but after you've played the game for around 7 to 8 months, you understand that this game is very reliant on spending money. Now, okay, if you're a new player, you're gonna have the resources and the means to get CC because you're grinding, you know, all the PvE content, the story modes, the original events, etc, etc. Once you've gone past that part, you need to shift your game into your daily routine. So your stamps, your mission plans, playing PvP to get CC, doing Tournament of Power, doing co-op, those sorts of things are going to be your main source of Chrono Crystals. And this is where you do need to skip 1 or 2 banners every now and then to be able to continue that saving for something that you do want in the game. Okay? That is something that a lot of people still don't actually understand. That it's kind of weird, but yeah. Where did I stop? The devs' focus is totally on releasing annoying and boring characters and make their kids busted. I mean, okay, if you think about it on that way, new characters have to be better than old characters because they want you to summon 4 newer characters. That is just how it is. If you have these characters be the same as every... Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you an example. So, Crusher Corpse. Not many people summon on them. Let's be honest, right? That was an easy opportunity to save your CC for something else. Okay? They weren't broken, they weren't stupid, they were not even in the top 10 in the game. But they were still a fun unit, fun characters to use. Okay? That is pretty much what I think people still don't get. And it's weird if you think about it. Not every character's kit is going to be busted in the game. Alright? Because if we keep getting that, oh, we're going nowhere fast, people. Alright, we're not going to look too much at 5 stars. We're going to look at pretty much the 1-2 stars. It's rigged with awful summon rates. Okay, here we go again. I'm not even gonna. This game is awesome for those who are Dragon Ball fans. Fair enough. They have awesome collection of characters. Yeah, cool. The only issue I have is the number of Chrono Crystals needed in order to summon more characters. Okay, yeah, I will admit, if you spend 1 rotation or 3,500 Chrono Crystals on a banner and you don't get the unit, I don't think you should be upset, because that is pretty much just dipping your toes in the water kind of thing. It's more of if you spend 20k and above, then you start feeling it more and more, and the moment you hit petty on a Legends Limited banner, that's when it hits you so hard. And I've seen so many people get to that point. Now, Normally, you should not have to go through all of that. I do think they should readjust the pity. Maybe not 50 coins per se, maybe 30, I think would be a fair trade. 30, 35, somewhere there, I think would be much more fair. Because then you're saving what, 12 to 15k CC before getting that copy. So that's the one compromise I think that should actually happen with our left banners. At this point, it's unfair. The rates for characters are so low, it might as well be a crime, and everyone I know has been getting such good characters. If it's unfair, but they're getting all the good characters, so how does that link? How does that, along with the rates for characters are so low, if while they're getting all these characters at that low rates, then explain, please. Absolutely buns. If you can't get the newest characters, you can't play high rank PvP. Fair enough, but with the boost system, that does compensate to a point where, look, a character like Ultra Margin Vegeta, I don't even know, is he still on boost? I think he's off boost, but he's still good. But still, Future, for example, they still on boost, and you can still run Future in a higher rank setting. Not necessarily a character like Goku Black, for example, but Vegito Blue, but Sword of Hope Trunks. You can run these characters in your team and pretty much get a very high rank. It's, yeah, I don't get it. Garbage, nothing more than a gambling simulator. Okay, that is pretty much a gacha game. What are you talking about? Avoid at all costs. As someone who's been playing for 3 years, it's not worth it. Buddy, I've been playing since day one, and guess what? I still enjoy Legends. It's mostly because I avoid high rank PvP. Alright. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Worst game after I updated the game. Whenever I tried playing PvP, it is filled with hackers. It's filled... Okay, that's a wild statement to make. I mean, filled with hackers? I mean... You don't come across that many people who do it in the game. It's more of the people who, unless he's referring to them as lag switchers, for example, or people who just quit games in the you know, the cheating kind of way. But hackers, I hardly see them. This game is stupid, but at the same time, it's fun. I'll admit there are a lot of downs and just a little good stuff. First of all, you don't have the newest character. Okay, we're just getting that same point of, if you don't have the newest characters, you can't play the game. I mean, if you don't have Beast Gohan, you can play the game without him, because you've got teams like Daima, who you can run. You can run Future, you can run Majin Buu Saga, you can run other teams apart from the newer characters. What are you on about? I mean, it only gets to a point where a completely and utterly broken character drops. Now, this also gets counted by leader slot to a certain point. So, yeah, 50-50 of that one. From the bottom of my heart, I don't think that devs care about this game anymore. Because from the last 5 months, the whole game experience is nothing but nightmare. Again, this whole pattern of the newest characters. Do you expect these new characters to be bad? If these characters are bad, people are not gonna summon for them. They need these characters to be good. Now, again, there is a difference between broken and balanced, and there is a fine line between that. I think Gohan, Ultra Gohan that is actually a pretty balanced Ultra compared to some of the others, like Majin Vegeta, like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I would even actually say Gogeta is not as bad, because you can one-shot him. You can play around him a little bit. So, yeah, it's like people saying Turles is like also a broken character. I wouldn't say he was broken, right? 3 weeks into the game and I've been addicted to it. Now that's what you like to see. You like to see new players enjoying the game. I'm not really gonna go too much more about that. This game is so stupid. It takes all of your time and sometimes money just to give nothing. Okay. We're just seeing the same complaints. Guys, come up with something new, man, please. Everyone I face in PvP is always the most laggy experience ever. Again, that could just be down to servers though, because again, if you are in Australia, for example, and you get paired up against someone in Europe, it's most likely going to lag. Well, most of the time you won't be able to. But again, it also depends where exactly you are, because there's no servers in certain places in the world. Like where I am, there's no server, so I get put up in some of the European lobbies more than anything. So if you're in Australia, Australia doesn't have servers, so they're probably going to be part of the JP side. So of course you're going to get a little bit of lag every now and then. So if you're a free-to-play player, this is not the game. I'm free-to-play and I enjoy the game. I know a lot of people who are free-to-play and enjoy the game. Okay? Among the worst games simply because there's unbelievable low chance to get new characters. Again, people are weird with this sort of thing. Like they're saying these, it's the worst game. How many games have you actually played on the App Store? I've played a lot. I've played over 200 games. Legends is like a top 20 game on the App Store. There is so much worse that you can get. Play Candy Crush just for bands. See if you enjoy that. Most people don't like it. I somehow enjoy Candy Crush. But that's just me. This game is great. The gameplay itself is amazing. However, the summon rates... Oh my gosh, people are complaining about the same thing. Okay, we got it. You got shafted. We move on. Please. This game is horrible at most turns and has been for the last 5 years. For the last 5 years is crazy. Look, we've had a lot of good spots of the game where it's been very balanced and very even. Maybe these people just weren't around for those specific phases. But that's just me. This pity system is actually trash. I'll actually agree with that. It actually is. I've dumped so many chrono crystals into banners and walked away with nothing. Like, what's the point? It's just exhausting at this point. Other games at least have some system where you're guaranteed the character eventually. I cannot actually share my opinion on that because again, I have not played other Genshins apart from Dokkan. Dokkan has introduced a pity system, which is actually pretty decent. I don't think there's a pity system for yellow coins though, right? Somebody from Dokkan, please just enlighten me on that front. But yeah, I do get that point. The pity system is kind of whack in Legends. But hopefully they do get on top of that. I'm constantly spending chrono crystals and only getting old characters. Okay, look, you're gonna get Z2 medals, you'll be fine. They fixed the issues of being up against a team of ultras in ranked. Now, using a team of ultras is not always the best thing unless... I do feel like that's going to be an issue in about a year's time when we do get multiple ultras for the same tag. So let's say Hybrids gets another ultra. They'll have 3 good ultras and that might be an issue. Fusion, you could say similar. I mean, Vegito and Gogeta, Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue went very well together. But they didn't have a third. I mean, you could run Gogeta 4, but would you actually? Probably not. But yeah, I also do see that point. This game is fun, but unfair to new players. Matchmaking is absolutely horrible. You never get paired with someone at your level, always above. Okay, if you're a new player and you start playing PvP, if you're any rank below like rank 20, you're gonna come up against bots. So you really want a lower rank, you're just gonna get a bot. Again, some of these points are kind of weird. It's good, but could be better, missing some good characters and could make more summon animations. There we go. Finally, somebody made a valid complaint about summon animations. It's been like what, 4 years since we got, well, apart from the superhero one, which wasn't really that new. It was just a new background, but still, give us something new to enjoy. When are we gonna see that? Hey. Now this is my experience after the latest Ultra Beast Gohan draw. I spent a little over 450 bucks on the whole draw and got nothing. In my opinion, they should implement either a way to get chrono crystals more easily or implement a pity system. Now a pity system for ultras I do think will happen at some point. It may just be a specific banner come the new year where it's an ultra rising, 1 guaranteed ultra kind of thing. I do think that will eventually come once we get like 20 ultras in the game. I do feel like that's a possibility. But yeah, I do think a pity system for ultra banners will drop at some point. They'll see it eventually. This game probably has the worst gacha imaginable. Again, I can't speak for that. I have not played that many other gachas, so yeah. No matter how many times I play this game, it always has issues with online matchmaking. For the past 3 days, no online mode works, mobile data or Wi-Fi. That could be a phone issue also, by the way. Yeah. Trash, just like every competitive game anymore. Okay, I'm pretty sure most of these people still play Legends, which is the funny thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm just seeing the same kind of things over and over again. Game has some cool 3D animations, but that's as far as the cool goes. A typical gacha game with stupid prices and awful online gameplay. The only people who seem to play this are those those from third world countries with the worst. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't need to insult the third world countries now, please. I'm part of one of them, please, man. This is my second review, and this time it is a very worst experience. My network when it comes to story mode is okay. I mean, you don't necessarily need a network for story mode, but when it comes to rating matches, it's horrible even when playing with 5. Okay, again, that is just server issue. You're probably in a place and you're matched with a completely different server far away from you. That could just be it. You could literally be on the borderline between two servers, and you could be jumping between the two servers for all I know. Alright, the game is terrible. It's pay to win. Again, same as always. Same as always. Oh, pay to win. Good luck with this game. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what's your thoughts. What would your review of Legends be right now? Are you enjoying it? Are you not liking it? Are you gonna give up on the game? Are you gonna continue playing? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We also have a goal. Feel free to check out the community section. And yeah, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you!